So y'all know we got to time stamp it. It's March 31st, and it's approximately 4:50 a.m. on that eastern side. We done flipped them poles, so it might be western, but then again, y'all know I don't know, but I know one damn thing. On that birth certificate or that certificate of live birth, they named us. And they put our names in all caps. So that means they were standing on business when they named us. So I'm Damika. I'm finna stand on business. It's time for hashtag Lost Souls Tarot Cards. Our portals to truth. We're about to open up some portals and reveal some truths. And this rising, we're going to tap into the fire signs, okay? So fire signs, bring that ass here, fire signs. Bring that ass here. All right, let me get you guys set up so that way YouTube, you can see me. Hopefully. Let's see if you can see Ophiuchus. Ophiuchus will always be here. 13th constellation, Serpent Bear. Okay, so welcome, welcome, welcome. Any and all that's willing to come through for this transmission. At this time, we are going to do the fire signs. Okay, the fire signs. So let's go ahead and ring this bell and welcome in these energies. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. We would like to welcome in any and all energies at this time. Welcome in any and all energies revolved around the fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energies. What messages are we to receive? Pushing out of March and moving into April 2026. Ashe. All right, so now that we have that bell rung, let's go ahead and light our incense. I have incense here from Swag. This is called Money Blessing. Money Blessing is from Swag. And then we're going to light our candle here. Vanilla Cashmere candle. I got that from Dollar Tree. Shout out to Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree been my favorite. Let me get this incense out here. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Where's my little lighters? All right, give me a sec. Okay, here we go. Get my little lighter going. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. So we are working with Swag. Swag incense is called Money Blessing. Money Blessing. Yeah, money is blessing. Money is a tool. You have to understand the energy of money, right? So thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. We got our incense lit. And let's get our candle lit. So we're going to do the fire signs this rising. We're going to work with the fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Aries will go first, then Leo, then Sag. Grand rising. Good evening. Good afternoon to all. All right, so before we tap into the fire sign, let me read you something from Google. So in April 2026, it's going to be a powerhouse for the months for the fire signs, Aries, Leos, and Sagittarius, driven by an intense Aries stellium and Mars entering Aries on April 9th, bringing high energy, confidence, and momentum, okay? Aries season dominates until April 20th, favoring bold actions, while a first quarter moon in Leo on April 24th favors risk-taking, okay? So in the beginning, take your bold actions. At the end, it's going to be risky, okay? The theme is, so for Aries, your theme will be, this is your season to shine. With an Aries pileup of planets, Sun, Venus, Mars, in your sign, you are feeling unprecedented. Personal power, confidence, and a desire for reinvention. So April focus, the month begins with the full moon on April 1st, Ashe, encouraging you to balance your personal ambitions with relationship needs before propelling forward with new initiatives, okay? So the outlook, as Mars enters your sign on the 9th, you will feel like a surge of energy, perfect for taking charge of your career or personal projects, okay? So that's for Aries. Since we're doing Aries first, Aries, bring your ass here. Fire sign, Aries is going to go first. So we're going to tap into the tarot portion of Aries first. And then we'll see if we're going to broaden the deck here. All right, Aries, let's do tarot first. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. What kind of messages are the Aries energies? What kind of messages is coming from the Aries energy overall for the Aries energy or anyone in general, right? But in particularly the Aries general, as we have each zodiac sign within us, the Aries is the head. Yes. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Ashe. All right, y'all, let's get into it. Let's see what's going on. I already pre-shuffled. I think y'all should know that by now. I like to be surprised too. Shit. Not, oh, okay. What's that? What's that? I saw a green come out first. Let's see what we got. So first card that came out is the Empress. Aries energy. Empress is coming out. Fertility, nurturing, abundance, maternal influence of creation and abundance, connecting with your feminine energy. Okay, the world. The world is coming out next. Aries showing the fuck up and show out, Aries. The world is coming out next. Wholeness, completion, achievement, fulfillment, successful conclusion of a journey, reaching your highest potential. Now, this is how it could go. Right? This could very well be the beginning of a story, then the middle, then the end. But we're gonna take it how it resonates, and we're gonna leave the rest and surrender it when we pray and cut the cords. All right, so we got the Five of Swords coming out in our third column here. Okay, so the Five of Swords reverse is talking about reconciliation, compromise, moving on, end of conflicts, learning from defeat, finding ways to make peace and move forward. This Eight of Pentacles is going to fall under that Empress there, okay? So fertility, abundance, maternal influence of creation. You're honing your skills through practice. You're committed to your quality of work. You're making something with careful thought. And you're paying attention to detail. You're dedicated. Motherfucker is mastery. All right? Four of Cups is coming reverse. So it's falling under that world, right? The completion, the fulfillment. Something's aware of the beauty in life, even though it's not perfect. Ashe. You have the desire to have a new start, a new perspective in career and adjustments. So you're on a successful conclusion of a journey, right? You're reaching your highest potential. In the process of that, your willpower to achieve is phenomenal, okay? You are taking the positive approaches to your finances, revolved around your financial goals and your emotions, okay? You're embracing new ideas, people, places, and things. You're more active. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Read for Aries. And that was portal number 5. Yeah, portal number 5. I saw that. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. All right, Aries. We got Knight of Cups coming reversed. So for those that are moving on or trying to move on, and it's in the conflicts, learning from defeat, you're finding ways to make peace and move forward. With the Knight of Cups reverse, it's saying you need to allow your emotions. You allowed your emotions to control your life, or something allowed their emotions to control their life, right? You were overly jealous, and you were taking charge in this action too. Moody and emotional. Incapacity to take action, jumping to conclusions, making judgment without any facts, avoiding financial decisions, avoiding confrontation at work. The situation seems appealing at first, but it quickly turned south, and it was dealing with a passive aggressive partner. Back to the first column. So that Empress energy, right? That have mastered their energy. They're making something. They're making something revolve around money, right? Their choices with careful thoughts here, and they're paying attention to details. Their health, their money, just them in general, right? Very nurturing energy here. The Ace of Cups is coming. The Ace of Swords is coming reverse because something wants you to be in the beginning stages of confusion and chaos, or something that's going to try to push you into confusion and chaos. With the misuse of power, they want you to have mental fog. Right? They want you to use your intellect to harm rather than help. And they want you to have the inability to see the truth. And this is a warning. And if you're going through it right now, go through the dark night of the soul. Figure out what the fuck that shadow is and demolish it. You have the whole, so the world, for those who are reaching your highest potential, you're on a successful conclusion of your journey. You have a new perspective in career and advancement and adjustments. You took the positive approaches to finances. Now it's time to retreat, rest from the chaos and anger, and repair. Yeah, nurture yourself. I'm proud of you. Withdraw from love, life with ease and respect. Take a vacation. Mental health day. Overthinking about money could be an issue, but let that shit go. Take a vacation if you can. You're choosing to withdraw due to exhaustion. Yeah. You're still tender from wounds inflicted from the battle. It's time to meditate, ground, journal, reflect. Prepare for your next battles now, beloved. Gain that strength and clarity in quiet environments away from current circumstances, okay? The Magician is coming reverse. So for those that was okay, so in the beginning you was finding a way to make peace and move forward for some of you, right? And you was learning from that defeat, but something came in and it was you. You allowed your emotions to control your life, right? Or maybe this is what you are moving forward from. Take it how it resonate, right? But whatever it is, the problem is you were overly jealous, moody, and emotional, and you had the incapacity to take action, right? For some. The magician is coming reversed, right? So this is the major problem in this third column. This is the major problem right here. So what is that? It's saying that you were using your skills for yourself, right? And you were being manipulative. It was poor planning, untapped talents, and you were not fully utilizing your potential, right? Oh, destiny swapping ass bitch, whoever you are. So cut that shit out, beloved. We ain't got time for that. Chronos is already on y'all ass, on y'all neck. That's time in general, right? We don't serve Chronos, but some of you still do. The whole suit of cups is coming out here, right? So remember that Empress energy, right? You've mastered your skills, you honed your skills, you paid attention to details, right? And you started off with this major divine message, right? Then the little minors came through. This funky ass miner came through, like one of these miners. And they thought this was going to be the beginning of their success and the beginning of your downfall, which was the confusion, the chaos, the misuse of power, the mental fog. They wanted all that for you. They wanted you to have the inability to see the truth. They wanted you to use your intellect to harm rather than help. You threw the whole suit of cups out their ass. You said, you old emotional ass motherfucker. You ain't got control over your emotions like I do. You ain't got control over your feelings like I do. So you threw all that right back at them, right? So they can focus on their whole suit of cups since they want to be emotional, right? They're fretting with uncontrolled feelings and fantasies. They're disconnected with their own inner voice. And you're not. This is the element of water too. You sit up here talking about let it go, but they can't. Yeah. You focused on your imagination and inner world, right? Your family, your friends, and your work followed your suit, right? You didn't follow them, right? They followed you. Yeah. Now, whoever came up against you, they have to deal with all those shadows. They try to come for you, that mental fog, that misuse of power, that confusion, that chaos, that using their intellect, which is the mind, to harm. Now they stuck in their own fucking mind, and this is only the beginning for them. All right, the Five of Wands is coming reversed here. Five of Wands is coming reversed. So this is the story with started off with wholeness, completion, successful conclusion of a journey, and you had the desire to have a new start. You embraced those new ideas, people's places, and things, and you became more active, right? Now it's time to retreat, rest from that chaos and anger, nurture yourself. I'm proud of you. Gain strength, right? Remember, you had to meditate, ground, reflect, and journal, and prepare for the next battles, okay? Because you had to gain that strength and clarity in quiet environments. And hopefully you did. Because for some of you, with this Five of Wands coming reversed, yeah, it's a truce. It's a conflict avoidance. It's resolution, right? Finding harmony after disagreement, and end of a power struggle, avoiding necessary conflicts. Shit, wait, what? Okay, hold on. So we need two more. I almost got confused there. I was like, wait, what? I'm going to flip the camera. 3, 6, 9. Yeah, okay. Thought I had too many out here. You know we only want 13. I'm going to flip the camera so y'all can have your own point of view too. What up, y'all? Grand Rising. I read them comments at the end. What up, y'all? I don't be ignoring y'all. And sometimes I do. All right, so death is coming out. So for those that, so even though we're talking about Aries in general, remind yourselves that you have each zodiac sign within you. The Aries is the head, okay? So what this is saying is for some, you started off moving on. It was the end of conflicts. You was learning from the defeat too, right? You was learning from that shit. You was avoiding confrontation at work, but sometimes you got to stand on it depending on what that confrontation is. Sometimes that shit is like, walk away, you're the strongest person, right? But in this sense, some of you allowed your emotions to take control over your life, And it was a situation that seemed appealing at first, but it quickly turned south. Okay, it was revolved around for some a passive aggressive partner and avoiding confrontation at work. So now the magician came reversed, right? And that was talking about manipulation, poor planets, untapped talents, not fully utilizing your potential. You was using your skill for yourself, and you was harvesting others' energy. Okay, confirmation. And then death is here, and it's okay, right? Death is here. So what this is saying is you have a chance to be reborn, right? You have to take, this is a major phase in life and it's ending and a new one is starting. You have to close one door to open new energy. Your past needs to be placed behind you, so let go now. Focus your energy on what's ahead of you. You're going through major changes, transitions, and transformations. Embrace the mysterious, okay? And then the 13th portal to me is always the last portal that has the final message for, excuse me, for the overall read, right? So for overall Aries, the final message is the Knight of Pentacles is coming reversed, okay? So that's talking about for, oh, excuse me, that was the King of Pentacles. Shit. Damn. The King of Pentacles came reversed. So overall, Aries, all right, overall, for some, it is the energy of you falling from the throne of a prosperous kingdom taken away from you. You're disconnected from your energy. You're being impatient for some, and you're indulgent. If you know it's not you, surrender the shit, leave it here, right? If you know it's not you, leave it here. But for some, you're being impatient and indulgent. You've gambled too far and you've overstretched by taking shortcuts. You're receiving bad information at this time. You stingy. Damn. You too focused on the material, never appreciating the value in things, just the price. You're very controlling. You have a poor reputation and your ass in debt. All right, now, where we at? 1707. Let me flip the camera, and then I'm going to broaden the message here if I can. If I can, I might not be able to. What time is it? I can't. So what's going to happen is the Oracle deck, we'll do the Oracle deck at the end when we'll just do an overall Oracle deck for all fire signs. Aries, thank you so much. This was for the Aries, okay? Let me flip the camera so you can have your own point of view for the Aries sign. Don't forget, Ophiuchus is always watching over. I represent Lost Souls. This is called hashtag Lost Souls Tarot. If you feel like you missed an episode, I've just started recording on Spotify. So go ahead and check me out over there on Spotify. Hashtag Lost Souls Tarot. All right, so here's the first column. It's talking about in the beginning that fertility, nurturing, abundance, maternal influence, right? You've honed your skills through practice. For some, you have the inability to see the truth. Now, you're disconnected with your own voice. Now, for some, they threw this energy at you. They wanted you to be confused and chaotic, misuse of power, and mental fog. You were strong enough to throw that whole suit of cups at them, saying, since you want to fuck with my mind, I'm going to fuck with your emotions. So now they're left fret with uncontrolled feelings and fantasy, and they're disconnected with their own voices. Okay, take it how it resonates. Second column started off successful. Goddamn, chop my throat. Successful conclusion of a journey, reaching your highest potential. Desire to have a new start. Awareness of the beauty in life, even though it's not perfect. New perspective and career adjustments. With that being said, it's time to retreat from all the chaos, anger, and pain. It's time. Take a vacation, mental health day, something. If you don't, you're going to be avoiding necessary conflicts. And for some of you, you're avoiding necessary conflicts on purpose because you're finding harmony after disagreement. You found that truce, right? Resolution. It's like it's the end of a power struggle. I don't have to struggle with shit. Third column is talking about those, and this was the toughest column right here. That third column, confirmation. So Aries, with the Aries sign here, beloved, this third column, death came out last, offering you and telling you that in order for you to move forward, you have to close one door to open new energy. Your past needs to be placed behind you. Let it go now because you're going through a major change, transition, and transformation. Okay, Aries? And don't forget, in the beginning of this, I read to you, Aries. Hold on, let me go back to it. I read to you. Give me a second, y'all. My bad. Oh, damn, my phone won't unlock. But I read to you what the overall pushing into April, what the Aries energy is going to be feeling, right? Or what to expect. And at the same time, I'm going to keep reminding everyone that just because it says Aries don't mean you have to be born in motherfucking April. From March 21st till April, whenever. The Aries it's your head. Okay? Every zodiac sign is within you. All right? So now we have the King of Pentacles with our final messages, and that motherfucker came reversed. So Aries, overall, and everyone within your head, right? For some, you've become too focused on the material, never appreciating the value in things, just the price, beloved. You've become more impatient and indulgent. It caused you to be disconnected from your energy, a fall from your throne. Okay? You've gambled too far and you've overstretched by taking shortcuts. And you received bad information. Plus your ass stingy. The fuck? So overall, I think I'm gonna do because I gotta take baby girl to work. Okay, so here's how this gonna go. I'm gonna finish doing Aries, right? Because I was gonna do all the fire signs together, but that was always it'd be very long doing that. So here, Aries, what we're gonna do is we're gonna broaden this message with the Oracle deck, and then we also let me get the ABCs out here. Let me get the alphabet joints out here real quick, so we can see if any initials, letters could be relevant here. Okay, shout out to Dollar Tree. I got these from Dollar Tree. These Fisher Price, little Fisher Price. They ain't $1 no more, motherfucker, with my energy on it. Shout out to Dollar Tree though. All right, Aries. Let's see what letters is going to come out for these Aries sign. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. What letters? I say letters for Aries, and then we're gonna pray. I'm gonna read over the S. S and M. S and M. S. S is representing serenity, strength, spiritual energy. The number 19, the number 2. I got M out here. The number 13, the number 4, cosmic stability. Okay, cosmic stability, transition, maternal energy. Okay, I got the letter O that found down here. The letter O, divinity, completeness, spiritual light. Number 15, number 6. The letter X, the letter X, the letter B, and the letter I, the letter X. The letter X is saying number 6, number 24, transmutation, intersection, cosmic influence again, okay? The letter B is out here, okay? I got duality, house, container, receiver, builder, number 2. Igloo is out here. I said igloo. Or igloo. A microcosm, intuition, divine light within. Number 9. That's 6. I at least gotta have 9. 4, 9, or 13 is my numbers. What's that? So we got 6. And look at that. Okay. All right, the letter Z came out here. The letter Z came out here. Number 26, number 8. Completion, zigzag. Zigzag, zig. Wisdom, final steps of consciousness. I got the letter E. The letter E is coming out here. Breath of life, intuition, spiritual alignment. Number 5. And the letter V is out here, okay? The letter V. Number 4, vortex, divinity, structure, connection between worlds. Number 22. All right. What I say, Oracle deck. Let's go ahead and put tarot back. Thank you, tarot. I appreciate you. All right, Aries. Overall, let's get some oracle messages on out here. Oracle messages. Please keep in mind that I created this channel to keep in contact with the mysterious, mystical, unknown cosmic beings that have taken human form, and they need a bridge, a guide, someone that's out here, a lot of us that are actually telling the truth. So a lot of these messages that you're going to see coming out of this oracle deck, it may not feel relevant to you, but everything is a clue and everything is to be decoded, and maybe it's not for you. Leave it here so divine and spirit knows where it's going. Y'all have to understand this is a channel. Television, right? To tell a vision, right? You clicked on a program is going to have that channel, right? You're going to use that channel, and 9 times out of 10, like I'm going live, I'm broadcasting, right? I'm casting a fucking spell just like they do, right? All right? I'm broadly doing that shit too. So when I use this channel, it's very much so on purpose. All right, thank you, Divine, thank you, Spirit. What kind of oracle messages is out here? I wrote that in one of my poems in my book there. My book, hashtag reverse the negative. Look, that's me. That's me on the back. I'm going to show y'all when it's daylight. It was called hashtag Matriarchs Rise was the name of the poem there. First one, first message is the black hole. Black holes coming out. Overall, it represents the unknown infinite void or emptiness lying at the center of our being. It reflects life's unresolved mysteries and signify transformation and life's continuous evolution. Patterns we find difficult to break. Tune into your frequencies. You'll be able to tune into your frequencies even more. And a lot of us are pushing them into a black hole. Cheers to that. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. We appreciate that first message. What's that? What are you? Come here. News and reporters done brought their ass out here. News and reporters came out here. So, guidance for humanity. The metaphysical and spiritual meaning for news and reporters is they're supposed to be guidance for humanity. They're supposed to reflect the divine message, right? That ain't the news reporters and shit that we got in this time, right? They're supposed to be guidance for humanity, warnings and callings to repentance. Right? Nowadays you get general knowledge, a whole bunch of unalivers. You got how they're casting spells on us. Or y'all, each story is going to hold a secret message, whether it's their stories or ours. News and reporters have come out. Pay attention. Black hole was first. News and reporters came second. You do the math. Local police. Black hole came first. News and reporters came second. Local police is third. You do the math. Local police is out here. So local police is representing city's police department, has jurisdiction over crimes committed within that city's limit. Somebody, what the fuck? Y'all going to jail? Each day of the week is coming out here. Aries, each day of the week holds specific energy influencing moods and energy. Okay, so Monday is Moon Day, the nurture of light. Tuesday, ain't today Tuesday? Got the club going up on a Tuesday. So we got Tuesday, Mars, warrior of courage, okay? Wednesday, Mercury, messenger of wisdom. Thursday, Jupiter, visionary of abundance. Friday, Venus, lover of harmony. Saturday, Saturn, Sabbath, keeper of wisdom. Sunday, the sun, radiant creator. Okay, so we're on Tuesday. And look, we pulling on Aries. Mars. Ain't that something? So if Aries is located in your head, beloved, where is Mars located? You have each zodiac sign and each plane or planet within you. You are the universe. You are the galaxies and constellations in one, beloved. What time is it? Driven insane by the neglected and tortured spirits. Yeah. So you're being protected. For some Aries, you might be being driven insane by the tortured spirits and the neglected spirits that you've tortured. Okay. Or a lot of entities are going to be driven insane this Aries season by the neglected and tortured spirits. Take it how it resonates. Talking about Richmond Federal Detention Center. Richmond Federal Detention Center. Something about because you fucked with our sovereign power. Yeah. So just because it says Richmond, you got to break down the words here. Richmond Federal Detention Center. All that shit going down. I don't give a damn what state, what county, what city. You're all collapsing. You're all still part of one big ass system. You got local police up here, news reporters up here, black hole, sovereign power. Parliament holds legislative competence with power to create and pass laws, subject to devolved powers, UK British jurisdiction. Well, goddamn. Harry Potter and them over here. Harry Potter and them done brought their ass over here, huh? Folklor's Archon is out here. They are justice embodiment. Hydro Archon. Right eye is light blue. The left eye is dark blue, representing the god of justice. Damn, y'all going to jail. Somebody going to jail real bad. I hate to be the bearer of the bad news, but I am the bearer of the news. I'm trying to tell you. And public laws are those that affect the general public and are codified into the U.S. code. So the U.S. code is out here. Everything is coded. Everything they have is in their code system. I don't know how to read that shit, but I'm learning. Everything is coded, and they don't even understand their own codes. I'm trying to tell you, they so fucked up in their own systems. That's why it's collapses. They weren't even organized enough to keep their own system alive. It ain't even really us. Yeah, we rising in consciousness, but these dumbass motherfuckers don't know how to do shit. I'm trying to tell you what I know. All they did was steal the money. They couldn't hold the power. The power was never theirs. Something about open floodgates to unlimited personal and corporate donations to super PACs. Look at what's coming out, beloveds. Look how and you know who gets so excited, Divine and Spirit do, when this information come out, because they get to work. They get to go to work because we've taken 3D for them now. Yeah, we've been out here, but not these motherfucking agents they had out here at first. Nah, they sold out. Anyway, natural inclination towards healing. That's what you want. You're on a natural inclination towards healing, okay? Let me see how many I got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You need 13. Here go 12. So you're on a natural inclination towards healing due to the deceit. Okay, here's 12 deceit. Okay, 12 deceit. 12 deceit. Okay, so it refers to deception that comes from sources from spiritual influences, false prophets, spiritual warfare, satanic forces. Okay, distorted interpretations of scripture, key strategy of Satan. And they keep trying to throw Satan out there too. But the reason why I kept saying 12 is because your archons here, okay? The source of power that is not light. They are cosmic mistakes, rulers of the world, very relentless. Their systems around us are maintained by lesser beings pretending to be God. Their prison is made of comfort, routine, and pleasure. 12 thrones. Gatekeepers of illusions. Back to the 12. The whole 12. This was portal number 12. Number 12 came out telling you that it is of deceit. Okay. Number 13. They've used sacred sites and ancient temples to hold their rituals and ceremonies honoring deities and took their place. Hold on. What was y'all reading? Sacred sites associated with specific gods and goddesses and their significances and ancient temples. Yeah. So they stole the power of them too. You think they ain't in no goddamn, man, if y'all don't watch this shit collapse and be grateful that you're a part of these high stake missions. Yeah, it's hard. Yes, it is. It's very hard. You get fucked up in the whole process, but you can't die. You just regenerate. Keep that in mind, beloved. They're going to keep trying to tell you you're going to die. You can't die. You're just going to keep regenerating, okay? This is not forever. Keep that the fucking mind. This is temporary. So let's stop attaching to this, right? Let's focus on how we're building ourselves for when we ascend up out this bitch. That's what they afraid of. Start visualizing. Now, start visualizing if you can. That shit hard too when you first doing it. You're going to be like, I can't see shit. Nope. Nope. You can't. But you got to keep going through that process. And you can do it. You can do it. Shit, if I'm sitting right here. If I'm sitting right here, I'm telling you out my own mouth. If I'm telling you, I know you can do it. I promise you, I know you can do it. I know you can. Or else you wouldn't have been summoned to this goddamn channel. I tell you that right there. All right, so let's go ahead and let's get ready to pray, beloveds. I got to get baby girl on up. She ain't wake up on time for work again. And you thought I was gonna wake that ass up? In fact, no. I had my time. You understand? When I gotta get up and do what I gotta do, I get my ass up. And if she ain't hear my goddamn voice during this transmission, she ain't wanna wake up. She needed that rest. Plus, she got a funky ass director. I can't stand this bitch. This funky ass bitch, let me tell you about her. She always showing up late, always calling out. My baby girl, 19 years old, already directing that whole goddamn site. She don't got the credentials. She got the CDA. She got all that shit. But because she's not 21, she can't have the title of director, right? Let me rant a little bit. Let me cook a little bit, right? So this raggedy ass bitch who I know she doing other things other than drinking. She smoking that crack and shit. And that's all to each his own. It's all good to each his own. My thing is, when you work with children, you work with kids, you have to hold yourself accountable. You understand what I'm saying? If you're the director, bitch, you should be woke. You should be on time, correct? Not the other people, right? Always calling her 15 times. Is she gonna be there? No. She be there when she wake up. She woke. See, you talk a little bit of shit and they wake up. So let me go ahead and read these comments while y'all look over this and then I'm gonna pray. We got A game 2612, but Taurus. Baby, it's going to take a little while for us to get to Taurus. You saw how long it took for us to get through Aries. And then I still got to do Leo and Sagittarius when I come back, babe. But I got you on that Taurus. And if I'm not mistaken, I think the Earth signs was next. Yep, Earth signs was next. Look at you. Look at you, A-Game, predicting the future. Ray the Beast. What up, beloved? What up? Hector Galvin, welcome back. Said what up. Said hi. I got Sir Marshall. Said hi. What up, beloved? And said, hey, sugar. Hey. Don't be calling me no goddamn sugar, nigga. Hey. All right, y'all. Let us pray. We rebuke all spells, all rituals, and all castings that are not of the highest frequencies of source love consciousness that may have been projected our way on all timelines, planes, and dimensions, consciously, subconsciously, and unconsciously, knowingly and unknowingly. Anything and everything that we are connected to, spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally, energetically, and ethereally, all are protected. All is transmuted into whatever the fuck was sent to us. And then it is sent back to its source. Because we are already sovereign and because we are already free. Any agreements and contracts that we may have agreed to while we were being on lower paradigms of existence of consciousness, they are all cut and they are all ended on all timelines, planes, and dimensions, consciously, subconsciously, and unconsciously, knowingly and unknowingly. Collective, I am sovereign. Collective, you are sovereign. Collective, together, we are sovereign. It is done because we've already won. I said, it is done because we've already won. It is done because we've already won. And so it is. Ashe, 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 ashe. And so it is. All right, now make sure you say your prayer or that prayer, but make sure it's yours. Write yours down. Yup, you got some homework. Write down your own prayer. Right, beloved? And you're going to say that motherfucker 3 times. Nah, 6 times. Nope. To finalize it, you're going to say it 9 times. But whatever you do, say it in repetitions of 3, 6, or 9 in order to make your manifestation, your dream, or your visualization come alive. And as always, this much peace. Keep the peace in. Don't let it out. Don't do this no more, right? Much peace, much light, much love, but especially that motherfucking darkness because dark matter. And if ain't nobody told y'all today, damn, I feel honored if I'm the first one to tell y'all I love y'all because I truly do. Till you do right by me, I'ma still do right by you. You dig what I'm saying? Damn, I gotta sing y'all my song. Gotta sing y'all a song, man. I don't know. Uh, love y'all, okay? I love y'all. Bitch, be humble. Bitch, sit down. Be humble. Bitch, sit down. Be humble. Bitch, sit down. That's all you gotta tell them. You ain't gotta say bitch. But it's just your look in general. When you want somebody to be humble nowadays, all you gotta do is look. You ain't with that nonsense at all, okay? And nine times out of 10, especially if you've been chopping up with me in this channel, they can't even come in your energy field. You've gained so much motherfucking energy and control over your life, whether it was with yourself or with the help of me or help of others. We are on a whole nother motherfucking level. You understand what I'm saying? So I love y'all, all right? Till next time, Leo, bring that ass here. You next. Aries, we was done with you. I'm going to try to do Leo and Sagittarius together, but we're going to be rocking out with all zodiac signs today. Don't forget about Ophiuchus, that 13th. I love y'all. Peace. Peace.